Hey guys, it's Man Action. I'm bringing you guys some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. In the last episode, we started off the investigation of the murder of one Corrida, and in this episode we're going to continue on with that investigation because there's much stuff we need to do. Anyway, first off, we need to examine this, I believe. It's a beautiful wine glass and there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice? I don't really like it much. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where it came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She was right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewed everywhere. Why is the glass the only thing that's still alright? It makes me think that maybe the murderer, like maybe he took a sip of tomato juice. I don't know. Anyway, let's see if Gumshoe has any idea about the wine glass. So about this wine glass. So you mentioned about noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? That rhymed. No. Actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it at first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma again? I think this is the first time we've had only two people come up against us as prosecutors. In the last game, there were 3 people. There was the guy at the beginning. I forgot what his name is. And there was Edgeworth, and then there was Von Karma. And then it was Edgeworth again, I think. Yeah, for the last one. What's that beeping noise? Isn't it? I heard the sound of them before. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Whenever I hear that sound, for some reason she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that did happen the last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. See you later, pal. Ow! At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitiful, hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away, scruffy trenchcoat. I said that wrong. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be so pitiful. It seems like he's the only detective around here. Ow. Damn. He got whipped so hard he collapsed. I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have sold my perfect prosecution record twice. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Get ready for a 3rd loss in a row. Victory is yours. Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scarface. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. What honor? What, your dad's in prison and I don't know where your mom is. What is it? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've got to go back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the criminal affairs department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Okay. Let's get out of here. I think we've got everything. Wait, that thing on the table. I forgot. Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? It's got Mr. Carida's name written on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. Ah, it's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says "to my dearest Wendy" in normal letters here? This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Wendy. Old Bag. That's Old Bag's name, isn't it? Shit. Okay. What else can we do? So we've already gone there. Let's go to Viola Hall. 21 Gateway Hotel Viola Hall. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Ah, Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Why did they not allow? Well, did they think you're the other person who did it? Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time, there are three brothers: Aluminium Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why. It's a love why. What in Neo Tokyo? I see. Wait. A love what? A love why? This girl Sayo works at a tea shop, and all three guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is wouldn't it be a love triangle then? Or a love square? Probably a love triangle. Sounds like unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo, does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 AM. I'm going to start watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. So what's the Jamming Ninjas TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie. To tell you the truth, the Jamming Ninja is, like the samurai shows, aimed towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't climb a wall, but became a big pop star. What? He was a really gnarly ninja. I absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright guitar in his hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar, and then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jamming versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not so jamming cold the night before battle 3. Ah, that's too bad for him. Yeah, but this kind of pop music based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. The jamming ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 AM. Which show should I watch? I can't believe she's really considering it. There's nothing much we can say, but we can ask him about some people. Let's ask him about Adrian Andrews, because that's someone we don't even know about. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit, just a little while. So Mr. Power likes this type of woman. Oh, she's easy on the eyes. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know. There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? Ah, if you're interested, I can give you a little bit of the details. He's so happy. He looks like a lion. that's found his next meal. Well, it kind of has hair like a lion's mane, so it kind of does look like a lion. The gossip about Adrian. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? Ah, so you're interested in it too. I figured you would be. Yeah, I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh, really? You too? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to stars, Miss AA. You see it now, don't you? See now, don't you? What? You can't stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Garita didn't have a manager of his own, which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA, Adrian Andrews. Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client, is that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Powers is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. So we got the magazine flipping. I believe that's all we need to do. Oh yeah, maybe. Hold on a second. Big Scoop. You're the one that hunted for the goose roof like that? Big Scoop. Spanish tabloid photos. They ain't got nothing to do with murder. Hang on, remove those dialogues. Yeah, I guess so. Something tells me that the big scoops he was talking about has to do with Andrea Andrews. So I think I'm ready. Big scoop. Lotto, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. What I want to know about are the details of the scoop. That's something I can't tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter. Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Guerrero and this person? Yes, this person is Andrea Andrews. This woman? She's Andrea Andrews, Matt Angar's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jamming Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think I'll make it to the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah, gotta have that. That's what's it. Nuisance. You mean news source? That's it. Show me something that shows. Yeah. I keep doing that. Oh man, fucking hell. Cut. We're back again. Shit. I keep doing that. I keep pressing B because I think it goes back to the previous state, but it doesn't do that. It just presses stop. Anyway, I need to use the touchscreen a bit more. Fine. Magazine clipping. Here you go. This is the article from the weekly tabloid, Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Angar's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corrida's door last night. Gotcha! Side lock completed. Unlock successful. Woo! Talk. You were looking into Mr. Corrido and Mr. Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna catch myself by catching them in the secret meeting, but there's already an article about it. One in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. There's no longer breaking news. It's no longer breaking news. What you say? Just say that. Her initials are AA. What kind of vaguely thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, lots of nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know, but the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's with people now anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Okay, so we got nothing else to really talk to her. We got everything we needed to. Why do we? Oh shit! We can go to Old Bag now because we know what she's hiding. What you witnessed. Alright, I'll be honest with you now. Okay, but what a waste. Here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngins' expense. Because I'm a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. I think she wants her photograph. That's Juan's autograph. Juan autograph. I can't say it, man. The J fucks me up. To my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldback, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Wait, does it say in the call record, in the profile thing? No, her name is, her real name is Wendy Oldback, yeah. Security lady. Yeah, I remember it from the last game. Her name is Wendy. I don't know why, but Wendy always seems to fit like an old woman, which is kind of unfortunate for anyone who... Wow, she must really want this autograph. Yeah, it broke 3 of her Starlocks off. Damn. I thought we needed like 4 pieces of evidence. And then she was like, oh, that autograph was so good, it fucking got rid of all our Psylocks. Given to Wendy. Okay. Talk! I feel bad for you now. Huh? I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding? Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on the way to the toilet, minding my own business. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow? This time, you're going to get it. I'm going to work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. On Guard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor one in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. Yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Mr. On Guard ever do to her to deserve this? What did Mr. On Guard do to you to make you so... You don't know? That guy, he framed Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick? What is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you that after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean? How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, pals? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you were talking about? Andrea Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose. His own manager? But why? I thought Lois was smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl brought Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know that about that, Miss Oldbag, anyway? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. On Guard did what you say he did? Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so. Of course, a tabloid. Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Mr. Oldbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Hee. I guess she's not going to be talking to us about anything, so let's get out of here. Criminal Affairs Department. We've been here. I remember being here in the last game for the last episode, episode 5. That was a madness. I actually really enjoyed that chapter. That was a nice chapter. It had a lot of twists and turns and was actually really challenging. Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are alright. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Airtight. I thought you said alright, man. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you the details, pal, but there's 2 big pieces. 2? And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body for searching of Mr. On Guard. Yep, I found it in the folds of Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is the knife is in chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, little Missy. It's obvious. They're Max On Guard's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Airtight testimony. So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean? You thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well, and I even told her not to open that mouth of hers to blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10, and there's no turning it down, trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way! Okay. We got some stuff to ask him about. First, magazine clipping. We're pretty interested in this piece of graphic myself. The scandal about Miss Corrida, but why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. suicide? Her name was Celeste Impacts, and she was Juan Querida's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Impacts was Miss Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor, a woman who was both Mr. Querida's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you know more about her, pal? She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma, you can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? You don't need it. I don't need a traitor in my list. You don't mean. I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's. Wait, please wait, sir. If I don't get this quiet. If it weren't for your traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you wanted to say? Who? That voice. Edgeworth? He's alive! Edgeworth, I missed you! This is Mr. Edgeworth? What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Franziska. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You saw the Von Karma name and dragged it through the mud. Run away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't use. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Talk! Where the hell have you been? I thought the prosecutor, Mount Edgeworth, had gone and died. Mr. Nick? I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone who you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run towards tomorrow's trial? You heard it right. That wild mare hasn't given it in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And that's the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Shows what is going on inside his head. So Phoenix hates him for some reason. I don't know why. However, Manfred Von Karma was still his mentor, and a perfect win record is proof of Von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting Charles was so selfish. It's been better for everyone if if you ever came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, if it was Franziska, she would almost definitely say, I will defeat you this time, the instant she saw me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you are a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn. Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. What information? Maybe we can get some information about this chick. This woman is another key to the case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but suddenly she was called away by a production and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was suicide, right? Yes. But there's still one riddle left unsolved. A riddle? A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished? Huh? Miss Impact's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impact had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on the right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only one who had the chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his manager's suicide note, but why? Probably because of what it said. Probably said something that he did not like, so that's why he hid it. For now, I think you should look this over. This is a suicide report. Part 1 anyway. Part 1? Let's have a look at this suicide report. Deceased woman was a medicine hidden. I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like this, like that one. That has two parts. What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about attempted suicide. The attempted's name is Adrian Andrews. What the fuck? She tried to kill herself? What did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person who would try to kill herself. She seems so in control of her life right now. You think she's wrong career mode. That's just her image. Adrian Andrews, she has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. My poor ear, man. Freaking hurts. Her codependency. That's the key word. Codependency. The word most unsuited to describe that woman. Dun dun dun. This guy's helping me a lot. Thanks, Edgeworth. So, how are Adrian Andrews and codependency related? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Quite possibly because she had lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she... her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste impact was gone forever. That's why. Why would that? Is that what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is a person who looks for someone she can trust unconditionally, and once she finds that someone, she blindly follows them. Without someone to guide her, she feels uneasy and can't carry herself. Oh man, she can't carry herself through life. That's her codependency. Then Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide. The world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. Okay. So I believe we found out a lot. And in the next part, people, we're going to talk to Adrian Andrews. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. And of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys later for some more. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Peace.